Welcome to the Boston Barrister, Kevin Patrick Seaver, bringing you insights about your family and the world.
Welcome to the Boston Barrister. My name is Kevin Patrick Seaver, located in Boston. Today we're going to talk about Michele Lyn Hundley Smith from North Carolina. And you probably say, who's that? Well, I find this story to be absolutely fascinating, and I think you will too. She disappeared on December 9th, 2001, 25 years ago. At the time, she was 38 years old. You do the math, how old she is today in 2026. She told her family she was going to Kmart to do some Christmas shopping in Martinsville, North Carolina. She never returned home. A missing persons investigation was initiated. The Rockingham, North Carolina Sheriff's Office, absolutely no signs of any type of foul play. During the beginning stages of the investigation, law enforcement did checks locally as well as regionally to try and find this woman. There were no confirmed sightings of this woman anywhere. Public activity of any type of financial transactions by her. This led to the case gradually going cold. In 2010, one of her daughters made up a Facebook page looking to find her mom. Due to social media, the mother and the case and her disappearance by her daughter gained renewed notoriety. Local media periodically highlighted the toll that it took on her children. On February 20th, 2026, Michele Lyn Hundley Smith was located alive, living in North Carolina. It was confirmed by the deputies that the mother had left the home voluntarily in 2001. Smith stated to the deputies that she had left due to ongoing domestic issues. The question becomes, what does that mean? Domestic incidences. Does that mean domestic violence? Or that she was having disagreements with her husband? It's unclear and it was vague, to say the least. The reason I question this assertion of public domestic issues is because there's no public evidence of this. Absolutely no documented evidence of domestic abuse. There was no restraining orders. There's no prior related domestic relations issues or arrests. There was no 911 calls or any visits by the police to the home prior to her leaving regarding the allegations now being proffered in 2026 that there was domestic issues. Shortly after Michele was located, it was announced that she had a DWI, driving while intoxicated, arrested a few weeks before she just disappeared. She posted bond and a court appearance was scheduled for which she never showed up for back in 2001 as she disappeared, leading some to say that perhaps that was the reason why she disappeared. There are no criminal charges relating to abandonment by this mother of her children. Voluntarily leaving, as Michele did, is not in and of itself a crime. It is speculated, however, that the warrant for her arrest due to the DWI, which she didn't appear in court for, and these criminal charges may have been the reason that led to her leaving. Regardless of why Michele left, she left behind her daughters, and now she has to deal with their fallout, good, bad, or indifferent. One of the daughters released on Facebook a very emotional statement. On Facebook, she stated that she was ecstatic, heartbroken, and angry. She also asked the public not to blame her father. She, however, did acknowledge that marital issues did place at the time of her disappearance. No official documentation reports the domestic issue at this time. Outstanding DWI warrant raises the question of whether legal trouble may have been the reason why she left. Smith has not explained to anyone where she was for the past 24 years. The family reported the delay filing the original missing persons report regarding Michele Smith by several weeks. It may have affected the efficiency, the early developments and investigation by authorities to locate Michele Smith. Social media commentary is divided. Some are expressing empathy for Michele Smith. On the other hand, others are questioning Michele Smith's parenting accountability, and more importantly, the emotional toll on these children. So we have on one hand those that are empathetic because they feel though she was escaping from emotional distress, possibly due to a relationship with her husband. It must be remembered too that women in the early 2000s had fewer opportunities and support systems to aid them when they are involved in a crisis situation such as domestic violence. It's also be further noted that not all domestic issues such as domestic violence are definitely reported. Some do not want to report for fear of embarrassment or being ashamed or many other personal reasons. Others will counter this, however, by saying there was 3 children left behind without a mother. No attempts by Michele Smith was ever made to contact her 3 daughters. Legal trouble appears to be suspiciously timed. This case is classic and compelling in many ways. On one hand, you've got the mother claiming domestic stress. However, on the other hand, although there's no records to support such a claim, but again, it must be remembered and realized that not all crimes, especially domestic violence, are reported. And this was 25 years ago. We've come a long way, thank heavens, in our domestic violence approach and the court's approach as well. We also, however, have the outstanding criminal warrant that exists today for the DWI. There's no question that the 3 children were left emotionally fractured. In this case, the public certainly seems to stay divided, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Remember, the United States Constitution reads, "We the people." Till next time.